Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Matt Letter and today we're going to continue the Pillars of Eternity Let's Play series. We are currently in Cliban Rilag level 2 and let's find out what's awaiting us in here. There's more of those spirits we've actually really been seeing the last time. Or people in robes perhaps. Maybe the same from Cillian Liss, I believe was the first dungeon. Could be. Let's see what awaits us up here. I'm definitely very excited to see what's going on. Ah, okay, now we're in the back line here. I guess these are... oh yeah. Yeah, guess something like this was going to happen. Let's explore around a little bit first. Here we can probably get out again. Let's see what's going to happen. Nothing for now.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Ooh. We wanted to get at them and they just disappear. Let's look at that thing first. Something that's in the ether hums and buzzes through your teeth. Okay, there's a spirit in here. A haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as the dust plume in a rider's wake. Yet, as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You had heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust. Ash. You know suddenly that this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Cliban Rilag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Dude recently, its soul intact. Holy shit, these things are responsible for Hollowborn. The machine would need to be reactivated. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name, and you don't know theirs, but you know that you're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. Wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears and grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, odd knives separating every tissue and ligament within you. All the while, it feels as if you're falling towards the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision and find yourself kneeling, gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Cillian Liss, where several robed figures fell amid a howling bearwick. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the Leaden Key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over the Deerwood. Holy balls. They are in fact activating these machines to force the Hollowborn issue. They are the ones responsible, and nothing else. Okay, you hear the running water. Yeah, you hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Let's inspect it. A shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge, but as you look towards the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep the stream is. Okay. However, a faint light plays along the walls of the tunnel. The echo of rushing water suggests that the tunnel and stream continue for quite some distance. Okay, let's wade into it. You take slow, sloshing steps towards the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping, and as it rises past your weight, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops from under your feet, and the current pushes you toward the tunnel with growing force. Oh! Put on Ivera's diving helmet and swim into the tunnel. You place the helmet over your head and press forward. It does little to ward off the chill of the stream, but air, at least, is in plentiful supply. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tucking you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before your current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness jutting from the walls. The light winks at you up ahead. You're approaching it fast, and it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it. Swim toward it. You wrap your fingers around the rocks lining the tunnel and peer inside. The tunnel comes to a dead end, but something glints among the rocks at the far side. You pull yourself into the tunnel, which narrows as you progress. At the end, you find a skeleton with a handle protruding from its ribs. You pull it free and push off from the wall, propelling yourself back towards the main tunnel. Swirling tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at last see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick toward it. At last, your head breaks the surface. Crawling out of the water, you look at the cavern around you as you massage feeling back into your aching, cold, numbed limbs. The Rose of Salt Hollow has been added to the inventory. That sounds awesome. Ah, okay, we're out here now. Okay. The Rose of Salt Hollow. A two-handed morning star. Okay. And someone put that into another guy, since only the handle protruded. Must have been a massive blow. So, what does it do? 20% of damage restored as endurance, more corrode damage, and it's fine. Well, not the greatest haul. Also, the Weaver's Song was added. Okay, what is it about? The colorful clothing of the Spiratan Weaver Bonicetta is known throughout the eastern reaches. Over a year ago, she was on a trip to Defiance Bay when her ship sank in a violent storm just off the Pearl Coast. Miraculously, many of the passengers survived. Bonicetta's body was never found, and she was presumed to have died. However, a Valiant merchant in Defiance Bay recently recognized some of Bonicetta's unmistakable work as an otherwise unremarkable shipment of textiles. He spoke with others and learned that several shipments to different merchants bore the same telltale patterns. Now many merchants believe that Bonicetta is being held captive somewhere and is trying to communicate through her work. Whatever the message is, none have been able to decipher it, nor where it's coming from. This sounds like something for Kana, perhaps. Good. So now let's move out of here. Yep, the message I say, the quest is done. Out we go. So, I think it's time to go back to Defiance Bay then. Jump to the other side, this time without incident. There's actually still something in here and here. The tip of some metal object protrudes from a mound of watery river silt. With both hands, you and Adair begin digging in the mud until the object is dislodged. You close your hand around it and pull it from the wet earth. The object is a steel, semicircular frame about the size of your fist. At even points around the semicircle, jagged points jut out like tongues of flame, the rays of a rising sun. At the sun's center is a carved silhouette of a Vorless plant.
I've seen these before. They top the standards of Raid Ceres. Or did when Weidman was alive.
Ah, the grieving matter really is helpful.
Just not sure what it gets me.
Oh, sorry. Thought he was done. Show to the grieving mother. Do you think you can help us? Look, I appreciate you taking the initiative, but I don't think there's much chance that this nice stranger lady happens to be a cipher. The grieving mother looks at you. I will do what I can, but I will need the skills of a watcher to aid my own, to identify the soul once I have found its traces. She turns to Adair, her hands outstretched. Adair hands her the steel sun. The motion is mechanical, unconscious. The grieving mother takes the sun in one hand and yours in the other, and you can feel her presence in your mind. her thoughts bidding you to relax. Focus, she says, and the word reverberates as if through an endless chasm. You close your eyes and concentrate. The sun is bright in your mind's eye, warm with the pulse of collective experience and noisy with the thoughts of the past, of battle, faith, of home. You drift from voice to voice, thought to thought, Adair's soul a vibrant signature with which to locate his brother. One voice stands out amidst the din, brassy and earnest, a shade brighter than Adair's, but unmistakably of the same construction. You have no image of its owner, but his journey is imprinted within the points and curves of the steel sun, and in your mind it opens before you as a path stretches both southward to the Gilded Vale and northward over the uneven terrains that join the Deerwood to Redcross. You trace the path back to its origin, far back as you can find, gliding over plains and hillsides to one-room home in Gilded Vale with a thatched roof and a dirt floor. The path is faint here, its distance in time rendering images blurry and details scarce. From Gilded Vale it follows a road towards Madamer Bridge, reaching the gates of Defiance Bay before diverting abruptly, cutting northward in a beeline for Redcross. The path leads to a Redcross city, regal and austere in the Aedirn Imperial style. It winds through streets and climbs a grand set of stairs into a stately building, passing through pointed archways into what appears to be a throne room. On the throne sits a man whose head is pure, blinding light, and its gaze turns to you. The light drowns out all else. Its voice carries the force of thunder, but its words are impossible to make out on the imprint, echoes of echoes. The voice and light fade, and the path bends backwards, carrying you along to barracks, then back southward, marching into Deerwood and skirmishing along the way. Upon one battlefield the imprint is vivid, and you see a red-crowned standard topped with a steel sun clutched in the hands of a fallen soldier. You see a young man in red-crown armor with Adair's straw-colored hair raised towards the standard and lifted, the path you've been following clear to see beneath his feet. And as his hand brushes the steel tip, you can hear his thoughts racing in a blur, and they are of his god and of his country, and brother he hopes is far from his place. In an instant the thoughts are gone, as well as the man, and the standard is passed to another soldier. You pick the path up again as it meanders south and disintegrates in the shadows of Cliban Rilag. You open your eyes.
Anything? Looked like you were working real hard there.
Yeah, your brother got as far as Defiance Bay before turning to Redcross instead. He met Waidwen there. Then he enlisted.
What'd he talk about with Widewin?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not funny. Come on. That metal sun, my brother touched it. You saw where he went. Now what'd he talk about with Widewin? Why'd my brother fight for Raid Saris?
I wish I had something better to tell you.
I guess that's it.
Adair's mouth hangs open and his eyes glaze. His forehead creased between his eyebrows. He rakes his teeth over his lower lip. His voice is barely a whisper. Well, we'll find some other way to know why he did what he did.
I don't think we will. What will we do? Look for more war relics? We were lucky to find this one. Soldiers that fought with him are long dead. The battle was a massacre. Whatever Aethys knows, he's not talking to anyone.
We don't have to wait around anymore. I got what I needed. If only there were words to fill such emptiness. Better yet, to remove his doubt, his questions. I regret that my answers have only deepened his pain. I'm sorry, Adair. We did what we could. At least we found out some things. And there was certainly a bunch of interesting stuff in there. His brother met Waidwen personally, after all. Okay, let's talk to these guys. Okay, he doesn't want to talk to us, he just wants us to fuck off. Okay, so... we've been in a great many places so far. But for now, where was the guy the girl we report to? Brackenbury. I remember, Hartred House, Lady Webb. For a moment there I was thinking of the first fires, but yeah, That would be the Duke and some other things. And actually, we have a whole bunch of new information. And we may have the reputation to back it up as well. Let's actually check. We have Honest 4, Benevolent 4, and Passionate 4. So people should pretty much believe us. And we are a Hero of Defiance Bay, a moderately good. Oh wow, we've spent 2 months and 3 days so far in pure in-game time. And killed 1,118 enemies. Oh, I need to actually check all that. And most time in party Adair, yeah. He's our friend. He's a good one. And actually, yeah, it seems our plan is working out. The most damage dealt in the whole campaign is Aeronath. That's pretty good. Highest single target damage is the Grieving Mother. Huh. I like. But let's not get wrapped up in all these small things here. Ah, Sorrel's still here. I like how the world sometimes changes. Makes these games come so much more alive. So much more fun. Okay, let's go up to Lady Web immediately. We have some rather important news. Like, most important there are. We know who's causing all this. Just not exactly why.
How fares your search?
Yep.
Well, let's hear it.
The Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Angwithan machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them.
Huh.
How naive I've been. The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Angwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this
For
path
whatever reason.
for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed. However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
Okay, so we've got to choose between knights that seem to be more intent on priding and pruning themselves, fanatic revolutionaries that claim the name of some very important individuals as their own but fail to live up to the ideal for the most part, and some ruthless capitalist douchebags. Okay, let's discuss the animacy hearings.
What of them?
Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunrid Row into the hearings?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation, for whatever reason. It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
Okay, what is there to know about the Duke then?
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne. To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit. To the nobility, he is from an old and established family. All of these are half-truths or exaggerations, a tale he has spun around himself. The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak. The other matters he leaves to me. Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't be fooled. Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Sounds like an interesting person. Okay, now we have to decide, and really it's either between the Dozens or the not Gold Pack Knights, the Crucible Knights. And so far the Crucible Knights have mostly done a better impression to me. The Dozens, not exactly sure. They seem much too eager to become martyrs. Maybe one can guide the knights to a bit of a better path.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry. Kalu's always telling me to watch my language, especially around the kids. Guess I haven't had a reminder in a while.
What happened?
One of them heard me tell a joke about a Glamfellan youth with frostbite somewhere sensitive. Kids repeat everything.
I meant just now.
Jam my thumb. Nothing big.
Okay, so yeah. Let's go to the first fires, and then we'll probably join the knights here. Again, I consider them the least bad option among 3 bad options. House Dominel is to me the worst option by far. They are, yeah, as I said, seem like over-eager, very scrupulous, and mostly kind of evil, perhaps even tradesmen. I mean, they've had some reasons to deal with some of the people they were dealing with, but overreaction, man? And then the Dozens are all about fuck animancy, fuck everything, fuck the nobility, and most of all, fuck the Crucible Knights. Way too eager to become salads, to become martyrs in my eye, and I really don't like that. I mean, the Knights aren't great either. You know, let's build fucking autonomous battle machines and send them to guard the street. Like, holy shit, are you serious? That's like, don't do that 101. Ah, well. Let's actually check out, what was the person that sold stuff? Barracks and Forge. Am I misremembering the location? Might be somewhere else where I have in mind. But let's go here anyways. Sure, what do you have for sale then? A white spy, right? That was a pike or something like it. Eldric's Coach. Unique heavy armor. Not that great. Nothing else in here. Oh, Shot in Faith and the Forgemaster's Gloves. The Shot in Faith? Consecrated ground when hit by a crit. Yeah, how much do they cost? Only 3 grand, not that much. And Forgemaster's Gloves grants Firebrand. Oh wow, that's actually pretty decent weapon. May give that to our main character. What does he currently have? Accurate +1. Yeah, I think I'd rather take the other one. What do you have? Crit bonus. Let's give it to the Grieving Mother. Don't you run away. Stay here and trade with me. And the Forge Master's gloves. And I would like the Shot in Faith as well. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not that much hit points you gain. Like, actually, is it even worth it? Once per encounter, 10 endurance. Actually, no, it's not worth it. Decidedly not. But let's go ahead and sell some stuff while we're at it. Can make back some good money here. I think at some point I'll have to start selling all the fine gear as well. Not much use in keeping around everything, you know? Like, yeah, one of the 2 exceptional morning stars can definitely go. Fine dagger, fine saber, off with you, fine arbalest, fine saber. Man, there's a lot of stuff. At least we're making some good money. Normal Anguithan shield. Don't care, sell it. Okay, let's sell that one. Which do we have multiples of? Fine dagger. Fine sword. Another fine dagger. Okay, so how about the armor stuff? Holy balls, is there a lot? Let's sell all the normal stuff and then the Skane cultist robes. I'll actually keep 1 or 2 of them, but not much else. Holy shit, we're making cash here. Yep, we're getting pretty rich here. Which I like. Holy damn, did we kill many Skane guys. You could say we depopulated the whole city with that. Look of the Obsidian Order. Alright. I remember. Okay. So, the rest we'll keep because enchantments are awesome. And then we have 15 grand more. Suddenly we're back to 20. Seems pretty decent to me. So yeah, I think we need to go to the guy up here and then talk to him, and hopefully we can convince them across the subquest for them to get rid of those freaking Forge Knights. That's not a good idea. But before we can do that, I'm gonna have to end this episode here. So thank you all for watching. Remember, if you liked it, consider commenting, liking, or you know, even subscribing. I'd be happy. My goal is still the 100 subscriber mark. I hope we can reach that within maybe 1 or 2 months from now. And yeah, with that said, thanks again for watching. See you the next time.